Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Ladies and gentlemen, it is pleasure for me to be here and address such a great audience. My name is Erlisa Surya Ningrum and here I will explain about Jerome Bruner's cognitive learning theory. Before that, I want to ask, did you know how important cognitive learning theory is? The cognitive learning theory teaches students the skills they need to learn effectively. So, this is very important. And one of the cognitive learning theories is Jerome Bruner's cognitive learning theory. Jerome Bruner was born on October 1st, 1915. Bruner is the best psychologist of the 20th century and a key figure in the cognitive revolution. He is an alumnus of New York University and Harvard University. In 1960, Bruner discovered cognitive learning theory, namely the spiral curriculum. And in 1966, Jerome Bruner proposed three modes of representation. Three modes of representation are the way in which information or knowledge is stored and encoded in memory. Ladies and gentlemen, I chose this theory because I want to receive a teaching English for young learners course, where the course is study children's cognitive development. I'm sure some of you find it difficult to adapt your learning methods or strategies to young learners. I am very interested in Jerome Bruner's cognitive learning theory because it will help us as prospective educators to convey material to children. So, in this great opportunity, I will discuss two main points regarding Bruner's theory, namely 1. Bruner's spiral curriculum and 2. Bruner's three modes of representation. The first is Bruner's spiral curriculum. Bruner's spiral curriculum is a curriculum design in which there are key concepts that are repeated, but with a deeper level of complexity and different application, from the simple to more complex. This spiral curriculum is based on three key ideas. 1. Students revisit the same topic multiple times throughout their school career. 2. The complexity of the topic increases each time a student revisits it. And 3. When a student returns to a topic, new ideas are linked with ones they have previously learned. For example, a student will study noun first, then adjective, and verb, then adverbs. This is because knowing adjective requires prior knowledge of nouns, and knowing adverb requires prior knowledge of verb. Following the idea of the spiral curriculum, Bruner presented the idea of three modes of representation. These modes of representation refer to the way knowledge is stored in memory. Ladies and gentlemen, Bruner's three modes of representation emphasize cognitive development. It emphasizes the way humans interact in the natural environment and describes experiences in that. According to Bruner, cognitive development also goes through three stages that are determined by how to view the environment, namely enactive, iconic, and symbolic. The first is enactive, 0 to 1 years. In this first stage, the child carries out activities to understand the surrounding environment. This means that in understanding the world around them, children use modern knowledge, for example through applied, touch, grip, and so on. And then iconic, 1 to 6 years. In the second stage, the child understands object or the world through picture and verbal visualization. And then symbolic, 7 plus years. At the last stage, the child has been able to have ideas that are strongly influenced by his or her ability in language and logic. In understanding the world around them, children learn through symbol of language, logic, mathematics, and so on. Those are two main points of Bruner's cognitive theory. In conclusion, Bruner cognitive learning theory is very helpful for both students and teachers in teaching and learning activities. Students learn more easily, teachers also find it easier to teach because the stages are coherent and the basic information available for students to accept more complex concepts. Ladies and gentlemen, I've explained two main points from Jerome Bruner's theory. Namely, the first is curriculum design, which has key concepts repeated, and requires teachers to give subject matter step by step, from simple to complex are commonly known as spiral curriculum. And the second is three modes of representation, namely enactive, iconic, and symbolic. As a teacher, it is better to use varied methods in teaching and learning activities in the classroom. One of them is by using Bruner's cognitive learning theory that I have conveyed. Remember, cognitive learning theory is very important. Learning delays and difficulties are seen when cognitive processes do not work regularly. Thank you for your attention. See you later and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.